anytime that there is a painful circumstance, there's also a gift in it for us. And I've only come to recognize that at this stage of my life, rather than bracing life or feeling like, oh my gosh, the notion of like, the shoe's going to drop. I remember having that feeling or sense as a younger version. And now it's like, okay, hey, and this too. And this too. It's like, rather than the brace, it's like actually bringing it. I guess it's like the Aikido of a martial art, and being willing to see the totality of life. And I really feel that that's powerful to reflect for our kids, and healing from my own experience really has begun when I've turned towards what maybe I denied or made wrong or felt shouldn't exist, such as pain, or what made me feel uncomfortable, or the individual that made me feel uncomfortable. So we can avoid them, or we can say, hey, this is a part of life, and I can get really curious. So I think those are all different ways that we can support these beautiful human beings that we have the privilege to help to be a puzzle piece and usher through life. And I tell my daughter all the time, I'm like, honey, mom's learning right alongside you.
Yes, totally.
I just feel like sometimes kids look at us as parents and, we project a certain way. And then it's like, I'm human too. Just the other night, my daughter was going to bed and she said, Mom, why do I feel scared? Because she was going to bed and she was, the shadows on the side of the wall. And I said, well, honey, Mom can feel scared too. I can feel fearful. And so rather than, well, why are you feeling scared? You don't have to feel scared. I think our vulnerability of our humanness and how we navigate, I find it very intimate. And so my daughter was like, well, what do you do? And so I shared with her what I do. And she said, oh, okay, I'll try that. And I think sometimes we as a parent, I'm so amazed at all that my daughter is teaching myself and us. And I think I hear her out there. I think sometimes, the relationship can be that the parent is the elder and has all the answers. And I really find it really beautiful when our kids experience who we are, and that we are navigating this human experience, and that we have felt what you're feeling. And this is what it looked like for me. And this is what I found to be helpful. And, and I think that invokes a willingness to hear, rather than, why are you feeling this way? Don't do this. What's wrong with you? Seeing them as broken, rather than seeing them as human beings. And just like you or I. And sometimes this life can feel really overwhelming. And, we can numb ourselves, we can distract ourselves, there's certain, or we can turn towards the pain and get really curious and to face reality.